Third one is election. And when election takes place, elected government takes over the responsibility. We hand over the responsibility to them. So people are insisting, tell us when the election would be, because politicians are very impatient. Get the election, get to their seats of power. So I've been promising them for a long time. It could be in December of 2025, this year, or at the latest June of 2026. So 6 months gap, depending on how fast we can do the reforms. If the reform process is slow and can accomplish little, so we have the longer time. And the longer time cannot continue endlessly. Must finish it up June 26. So this is the timeline that we're working for. Bangladesh emerged as a new Bangladesh because of the student and young people's uprising. They defied every norms. They simply said enough is enough. They got killed on the street, but they didn't move. More came. The more you shoot, the more young people come to the street. Now, ultimately, it came as a kind of a floodwater from all over Bangladesh, young people moving towards Dhaka. So the previous regime felt that they cannot survive physically. You cannot get away from anybody. That's when they left. The vacuum was created, and the students declared that they will create a new Bangladesh. So that's the image of new Bangladesh. They tried to express it in many ways, where I was given the task of translating that into reality. It's a difficult task. Not everybody agrees on everything, which is natural. But amazing to see that that caught the imagination of the people of the country. So when I took the responsibility, I don't think there's one voice in the whole country, one, which disagreed. Unified voice. So there's a tremendous kind of power, having the whole country agreeing on everything. So that was the journey. And it was a devastated country, not just after a war situation, you're a devastated country. It's not like that. It's not physical devastation. It's devastation in every single way, in terms of administration, in terms of economics, in terms of banking, in terms of international businesses and so on. Everything collapsed. And a huge, huge crisis, gaps. Money is stolen and billions of dollars taken away, not overnight, over a period of time. Very easily, very friendly way they took away everything. Banks became empty. You don't know where to begin. You scratch your head. What do you do now? Nothing works. It's 15 years of devastation, 15 years of misrule, 15 years of people disappearing. You don't know where they went. You couldn't find out. Still we don't find out many. And horrible, horrible kinds of actions taken. So you come from those memories and try to build new memories that we have to get rid of those and create something new. That's the task. So 10th month now that we are going through this, we feel that we have come a long way. Banks are functioning. We are paying back our dues to the people who have payments to receive from internationals because the copper was empty. So that's where we are right now. So feeling a little bit easier. We can now breathe a little bit. We have been given 3 tasks. Most important was reform. Everything that was done before was wrong. So you really build a new nation out of the devastations of the past. And the second one is a trial of the people who are responsible for this. It's a very difficult task to pick up all the evidences and make it a real legislative action. Hard time. Same people who used to be yesterday, still there, same chair, same people. But they're doing the wrong thing yesterday, now they're saying, no, we are not the one. So it's how to make sure which is the right one, which is the wrong one. Third one is election. And when election takes place, elected government takes over the responsibility. We hand over the responsibility to them. So people are insisting, tell us when the election would be, because politicians are very impatient. Get the election, get to their seats of power. So I've been promising them for a long time. It could be in December of 2025, this year, or at the latest June of 2026. So 6 months gap, depending on how fast we can do the reforms. If the reform process is slow and can accomplish little, so we have the longer time. And the longer time cannot continue endlessly. Must finish it up June 26. So this is the timeline that we're working for. Young people are still impatient, want to see results right now, right away.